And then I'm going, so good morning, everybody. Just going to mute us
Morning.
all.
Oh, yeah.
We're all unmuted. Perfect. It is Wednesday, April 19th. April is flying by. Crazy. Oh my goodness. It is the exact opposite temperature of last week, I would say, right? Last week I was like, it was warm in here. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm overdressed. Today I'm like, I can't put enough clothes on, right? But that just makes us appreciate every single day, every type of weather, right? We're gonna get started. We have actually a couple new people. We have one online and then we have one in person. So we're just gonna get started in meditation or mindfulness or breath work, because sometimes hearing the word meditation can be really intimidating. I know I felt that way for a long time. We use this time just at the beginning of class just to help our bodies and mind transition from whatever we were doing before, like coffee or socializing or maybe stuff around the house, into our yoga practice. So first thing we want to do is just make sure we are active in our chair. So we're sitting maybe approximately in the middle of the chair, right? The chairs of the church are actually quite cushioned and comfortable. We're going to try to get onto our sit bones, right? Naturally, over time, we start to slouch. But if we can get onto our sit bones here, what that does is it opens up our diaphragm and it allows us to breathe a lot easier. Okay. Of course, we're going to come down and I may just re-cue us, right? You'll notice that with me as well. We're going to just start by rolling out our shoulders here. Okay. Good. And we can just take our shoulders up towards the ears and back around and down. Good. And we can connect with our breath here. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose and we're going to bring our shoulders up towards the ears and then bring them back down on an exhale. Okay. And we're going to take one more. Good. And just allowing a pause, and we're going to move in the opposite direction. Take a nice deep breath in, coming forward, and breath out. Nice. Good. And then just relax the shoulders from our ears. We're going to take a nice deep breath in now through the nose, bringing the shoulders up towards the ears now, and just pause for a moment. Again, just be mindful of your posture. As we exhale, we're going to slowly draw your shoulders back down. Yeah. We're going to do that again. Nice deep breath in through the nose. Bring the shoulders up towards the ears and pause and exhale. Good. Let's work through two more and then going to really slow down that exhale. So inhale through the nose, pausing, exhaling, slowly dropping shoulders down for 3, for 2, for 1. Good. We're going to do one more. Nice deep breath in, pausing, and breath out. And then just relaxing the shoulders from ears for a moment. I'm going to do a couple little circles with the wrists just to tune in with the wrists this morning. And then we're going to set up with some mindful kind of meditation or breath work. Okay, so just relaxing the back of the hands on towards the thighs, palms facing up. Okay, closing your eyes if you're comfortable. And we often associate eyes closed with sleeping. If you fall asleep, no big deal. We'll come wake you up before we leave today. But this idea of closing your eyes is signaling to your body and your mind that I'm going to ignore the external world, which is very much kind of stimulates us. We often make decisions or react more so to the outer world. And now we're going to shift our focus into our internal world. And we're going to just check in with ourselves and see how we're doing. Like I said, on this, I can't believe it's April 19th, right? So I want you just to be aware of all the sensations in the body, right? So just noticing how your body is physically feeling this morning. Now we may be quite aware of it, especially if we have areas that are in pain or tight or tense, could use a good stretch, right? You may find all your energy and focus and awareness goes to those particular areas. Okay, but I also want you to work towards shifting, and we do this every single week, shifting your focus from the aches, the pains, the stiffness, the soreness, to scanning and observing and feeling the things in the body that are feeling really good this morning. Okay, we tend to not notice those things because they tend to be quiet. Okay. As we scan and observe, it's important just to take inventory as we move through our practice and the rest of the day. Okay, so we'll shift our focus now to our breath work, our breathing. So our breath is not only a tool to keep us alive, but it's actually quite calming on our nervous system, right? It helps us relax. And when we're in a state of relaxation, that's when we repair our body. Okay, so we're going to just start to see if we can take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Drawing the breath in towards the lungs, and then just pausing when you can't take any more breath in, and then just exhaling. Good, let's do that again. Let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And breath out. And we'll do that again, my friends. We'll take a nice deep breath in, again, bringing life into the body. Pausing when we can't take any more breath in, and exhaling. Okay, we're going to start to work towards breathing in towards the diaphragm. Most of you know where that is now, but sometimes I need a reminder. And I might just take my hands around my belly button. So I'm framing my belly button here. So as I take a nice deep breath in through the nose, and I breathe in towards my diaphragm, I'm pushing my hands away, right? Using my belly, right? My lungs are expanding and I'm pushing away. And then exhale, right? The belly starts to deflate and the hands come closer towards the spine. Okay, we're going to do that again. Nice deep breath in through the nose. Again, allowing a little bit of a pause, and exhale. Okay, so keeping your hands here if it's comfortable, or maybe we started to become aware of that, right? So I want you just to focus on that a little bit. Okay, we'll do a little bit on our own now, spend maybe a couple minutes. Again, taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, breathing into the chest, the middle of the lungs, the base of the lungs, and again, allowing that pause before we exhale. Wonderful. So just pulling yourself back into the classroom, just acknowledging and appreciating this little piece of time that you took out of your busy lives. Yes, for some yoga, but also just allowing your brain to breathe so you can process emotions or events that happened and allow yourself to be more in the present moment. Okay, so we're going to set an intention for our practice. You have something in mind, so you can set it now. If you need a little bit of guidance, maybe it's just to keep working towards being present. So what I mean by that is we all set this intention to do some yoga together, right? But rather than just coming here and checking it off our list and thinking of all the things we need to do after class today, right? Just find yourself when your mind is wandering, saying, nope, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to come back to my movement and my breath work. Okay. So we're going to slowly bring awareness back now. So we can start just by wiggling the fingers, checking in with the fingers, how they're feeling. Eyes can stay closed if you're comfortable. And again, that just allows you to really kind of focus on those areas. If you want to start to open your eyes, that's fine too. Okay. We can draw circles with the wrists again. And we've done this one already, but just see how the wrists are moving. Are they moving with ease? Okay. Or are they moving maybe a little uncomfortable today? Okay. Just be mindful of that. We are going to flex the palms and then we can close and make a little fist. Okay. Of course, attaching breath, inhaling and good. Let's get our elbows involved as well, because we know that movement is, I like that new expression, is a lotion for the joints. Okay. So we're going to straighten the arms. We can bring the arms back and then we're going to just bend. Good. And then take this back. We can squeeze the shoulder blades together a little bit if that's available to us this morning. Wonderful. Good. So I'm going to take my arms in like this. I'm going to take them in and up, and I'm going to take one elbow out and straighten the arm, and we can look over the shoulders. Okay. And then just bending back and then doing the other side. Okay. We know we're not using weights today. We never really use weights, right? But we are using gravity, which is a form of kind of that weight resistance. So you're going to find that your shoulders and arms are going to start to feel really heavy. Good. Let's try both here. Take a nice deep breath in, watching your posture. Exhale. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Wonderful. And again, beautiful. And then just bringing that down for a second, giving that a shake. Good. We'll do a little bit more for the arms here. We're going to take our arms forward and back. Nice deep breath in. Let's engage the core a little bit. Draw belly button to spine. So inhale, look up, bring the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms back and around. Good. We'll do that again. And I sometimes like to get the feet involved. It's hard for you guys to see online, but I'm going to spread my toes. You're going to see my knees lift because I'm going to lift my heels. And then exhale as my arms come down, so do my heels. Good. We'll do that again. Nice deep breath in. And breath out. Do one more. Wonderful. Okay, we'll take the other direction, but instead of doing doubles, just to change it up, we'll do singles. If maybe we're swimming in the pool, we'll take one and around. Got it. And then one. We can follow it. Yeah, and yeah, no worries. Yeah, we're bringing it, it doesn't matter. We're bringing it forward. Who knew? There's sometimes I get confused. I'm like, which one did I just do? Did I go forwards? Did I go back? It sounds silly because I think my brain like sometimes just decides for me, right? And then when I start to pay attention, that's when I get confused. Good. So we're gonna bring that down and we're gonna just relax. We're gonna bring our hands onto our knees. I just want you to tilt the pelvis back slightly. Drawing chin to chest here, okay? So this is stretching out the spine. You may feel this on your hamstrings as well. And your shoulders, we're gonna take a nice deep breath in. Chest comes forward. We're going to look up towards the ceiling as if we're looking for spiders. Hopefully we don't see any, right? Usually they're on the ground here. All right, we're gonna come down and stretch. Beautiful. And we'll do that again. Nice deep breath in. And breath out. Good. And we'll do one more. Nice deep breath in. And breath out. And we're gonna just hold it here. Okay, so again, nice big stretch. A picture of my cat. Wendy, I've not seen your dogs yet, but like dog stretch. Good. And then coming into neutral spine. We're bringing the hands down. Right. So we're gonna do a couple of suns here. We're gonna take a nice deep breath in, and we can just visualize there is energy all around us. And we're gonna bring our arms up. We're gonna bring our hands into a prayer-like position, and then we're going to exhale. We're going to do that again. Nice deep breath in. I like to incorporate the lower body. So again, it's up to you though. It's your practice. You can lift the heels up if you'd like. I'm going to engage that core a little bit, and then I'm going to exhale, bring my hands through for 3, for 2, okay, for 1. Nice deep breath in. And breath out. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Okay, one more. Nice deep breath in. And breath out. And I want you to keep your hands in prayer as they come all the way down. Good. Okay, let's play a little trick on our brain so we can keep our brains nice and sharp. Actually, before we do this, let's just press our hands together here and then just do a slight little tilt to one side. Just a little tilt. Okay. Relax the facial muscles. Good. Nice deep breath in. Come back to center. Press your palms together as much as possible. Get those elbows out. And then we're going to go to the other side. Nice little tilt. See what's going on over here. Not much. Same old, same old. Good. Okay, so this is what I mean for brain's trick. We're going to do this in opposite order here. So it's going to look like this. Nice deep breath in. Come up. And then breath out. Good. Bringing the palms together. You can press. You don't have to do that tilt here. Try to get the palms. And again, we're going to inhale. Kind of a little rocket spaceship going up towards the sky. We can follow it with our eyes. And then exhale. Do 2 more at your own pace, right? Again, pressing the palms together, getting those elbows out. Good, 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 good. Okay, and one more. Good, and again, we're gonna bring those hands just back and we'll do our little kind of tilts, or I should call them twists, because that's essentially what they are. Bringing the palms together, elbows coming out. Take a nice deep breath in. We're gonna just gently, I'm gonna just switch and go to the other side of it. We're gonna look over slightly. Good. Okay, take a nice deep breath in, come back to center, pausing, okay, and then slowly turning to the opposite side. Coming back to center. Wonderful. Good, and then giving everything a nice little shake. Good. All right, a little bit of neck here. Okay, so just dropping one ear to one shoulder. So just observe, we do this one every single week, right? But just observe the range of motion, right? One side, you probably can bring the ear down a little bit more. Okay, one side maybe feels a little tight and tense, and the other side feels a little bit more comfortable, right? So just check that out. Okay, so just going back and forth, nice deep breath in and breath out. Just taking one side here, placing your hand on the side of the head and then drawing that over a little bit. Yep, so Joyce, bring this ear down. Go like this, go this side. Yep, and then go like that. Yep, you got it. But you're just gonna you relax this hand, just bring this ear down. So instead of like this, if the head moves that way. Yeah, there you go. Does that feel okay? Yeah. Okay. And if it doesn't feel okay, we don't, right? Good. Nice deep breath in, come up, relax for a second. Then we're gonna try the other side. So I'll bring my ear down first, then I'll bring my hand. Yeah, so it'll be your opposite hand. And it's just like, it's not like push, like let's get that ear down. It's just a little extra nudge. And then releasing. Wonderful. And giving that a shake. Okay, so legs, I'm going to move myself back to the camera, shows up a bit better. Hopefully sounds okay. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. We're going to lift the knee. And then breath out, bring the knee down. Going to the other side, okay? So working through that hip, okay? Nice deep breath in. And breath out. Okay, just going back and forth here. So inhaling. And exhaling. Good. Okay, so our next one, we can take a nice deep breath in. We can lift up, we can interlace the fingers behind the hamstring, and we can extend the leg. Beautiful. And then bring it back, right? So this is for our knee. There we go. And we're going to take one more. Wonderful. And again, see if you can lift up a little bit higher. And then exhale. Good. Jumping to the other side. I shouldn't say jump. It's more of a gradual move over. Okay, nice deep breath in, lift up. There we go. Straighten the leg. Good. Come back. And we take one more. Okay, so we do that again. I'm going to add a little bit. So lift up and then down. Okay, go back to the first side. We do that again. So inhale. Okay, lift up. Again, kick for 3. For 2. Listen carefully. For 1. Wonderful. We're going to just slowly just take that, whatever side we're doing, over towards our armpits. Good. We're going to bring this down. Not today. That's fine. And that's okay. At least you know that, right? And it was just a little bit, and then you bring it down, which we're doing anyways, right? And we're going to slide. It's not a massage today, but we're going to slide down as low as we can go. You might have to create space, okay? And that just means you take the legs wider so you can fit through, and then you're going to come all the way back up. Okay, sliding the hand up here. We'll do that again. Nice deep breath in. Reach, how low can we go? Pause, and then exhale, come back up. Good, we're gonna go one more, nice deep breath in. Okay, like we're reaching, so we're hinging from the hips, good. Pausing, and then slowly coming back up. Wonderful. Okay, taking this leg, so you're watching your hip on this side, and you're just going back and forth here, right? So we're just working through that hip a little bit more. Nice. Okay, and then just coming onto the ball of the foot, and we're going to do nice little circles here. And moving in one direction and then the opposite direction. Okay, taking the knee up and around a little bit. So this one's a little bit more demanding on the quad. So we need to decide if this is a good idea or a bad idea, right? And then we're going to go in the other direction. Okay, give that a shake. Okay, so energetically, we're gonna move to the side, but just I want you to just pause, observe how the two sides feel. They might feel the same, but chances are, because we worked on them whatever leg we did first, that's gonna feel a little bit more lighter, a little bit more open, and it's just gonna move a little bit better. Okay, so back from the top here. We take a nice deep breath in, bring this leg up. We extend for 3, for 2, and 1. Good. We bring this slightly to the side, just slightly. Good. We bring it back to center. We bring it down. Okay. Hand stays here. We take a nice deep breath in. We slide this all the way down and we reach. Good. Inhale. I did the breath backwards. Doesn't matter. Inhale 1, exhale. I don't know if anyone noticed that. The other way, I did the other way around. Just pick one, right? I think I did inhale. Yeah, I did inhale down, exhale up. I'm just trying to show you it does look really bad. Just breathe. One more. Okay, and then we're going to just go side to side here. Okay, so circles again, getting that hip moving. Okay, and then going in the other direction. Okay, it feels okay. We take this up, right? Again, a little bit more demanding on the quad. Okay, moving in one direction and then the other direction. Good. Okay, so we're going to stretch out the top of the foot here. This one's hard to see from this is the one where if our foot's like this, we're going to pull the toes under. Okay, it's better when I stand. Okay, so I take one foot and I'm going to just, watch this one, because if you've never done this before, it's going to be the most ridiculous thing you've done before, right? So you're just going to come onto your toes and you're going to round. So we're going to feel that stretch through the top of the foot and the shin and probably the ankle. It should feel good, and if it doesn't feel good, what are the rules? We don't do things that don't feel good. Good. Giving this a shake, and then we're going to try the other side. Okay, so the other side might have more flexibility or range of motion. Wonderful. Good. So let's take a nice deep breath in here. We're going to forward fold. We're going to practice our hinging here. Okay, we're going to exhale. We're going to bring our hands. So just make sure you're still in the chair. So when you fold over, and I took my knees apart so I can put myself down. I'm going to bring my hands down, drop my head if I'm okay and not prone to getting lightheaded. We're going to inhale, push the weight of the feet in towards the floor, reach up, rise up. Okay, and then you can go at your own pace. You don't need to wait for me, but I don't want anyone to rush through this. We are taking our time. Just pause and we're down low. And then slowly come. Nice, great. So grabbing water, if it's accessible, we're gonna do our favorite. Stand up, sit down, work on strengthening. So you're watching your knees, right? Your knees, you were telling me about your knees. Okay. So we're gonna do stand up, sit down from the chair. If that works for you, I still encourage you to do it if it works, but you're just gonna stop when it's too much, right? Okay. And that goes for everybody else. The reason why, and we'll do this, the reason why we do this, I always have to remind myself, because I'll be honest, this is my least favorite part of the class. Okay. But it's important because it works on strengthening the leg muscles, right? And supports the knees and the hips. They say that this is the secret, nice guys, right? For staying independent in our homes. Good. And then we're going to come and sit down, right? And you can come all the way down, you can hover. Good. You're going to take your time. Good. And we're going to come back. Good. And we're going to come back. Nice. Good. Okay. 35 more to go. No, we're going to do a few more. But I have been working with, I always like to share these like uplifting stories to keep us motivated. There's been a few people I've been working with that are actually quite strong, but have difficulty doing this. And it's starting to come for them. I think they're 85 and older, so that's pretty cool. All right, should we count it down? What's their number? 5? I was thinking 3, but okay, let's do 5. 5. It doesn't matter, right? 5, 4. And if you're going quicker than me, we're gonna do extra because I feel like you can handle it. Good. Nice. 3. And this is where I would have stopped. We're going for 5. Good. 2 more. Okay. Last one, sit down and take a breather after this one. Good. Sit down, take a breather. Wonderful. Okay. Nice. Beautiful. We're going to come. No, stay there. Stay there as long. No, that's great. Okay. Give yourself a little bit of a hug. Give yourself a hug to stretch out the back, or maybe there's something else you need to do, right? But usually for me, I like to fold forward and just nod my head a little bit just to stretch out the back, right? Check in with your breath. I don't usually talk about this, but it's true. The stand up, sit down will get our heart rate up a little bit, right? We'll start to breathe a little bit more heavy. These are all good signs, right? It means we're alive for starters, right? But we'll slow it down. Good. It's funny how many people in exercise class don't like to sweat, but I'm like, sweating is essential. It's a detox, right? Just like breathing heavy and stuff. So we're gonna come up and we're gonna stay up now. Good. For a little bit. If we need to take a break, I'm just gonna move this back a little bit. For whatever reason, maybe we had a late night and you need to sit down, we sit down. Okay. Good. All right. Okay, so let's just come into mount pose here. So that just means, and you guys can stay on your mat, right? It doesn't matter. I just have my chair beside me. We can bring our toes just kind of pigeon toed slightly so they're pointed inward. Okay, again, I'm going to come back to those shoulders and I'm going to roll the shoulders up and around. Okay, if you feel comfortable, this will change balance, right? Closing the eyes. It allows us to come back inward, but it also allows us to challenge yourself a little bit with eyes closed. Okay, but we need to feel safe. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction. Okay, and then we're going to just take the arms up and we're going to cross and stretch over the shoulders and then squeeze the shoulder blades back. And take one more here. Wonderful. Okay. Take your hand, you can place it on your side or your chair, it doesn't matter. We're going to reach up, look up, and we're going to lengthen, okay, opening up that oblique. Okay, take a nice deep breath in, come all the way up. We're going to switch sides. Again, I want you to reach up first before you exhale. Take that across. Okay, we'll do that again and again. Nice deep breath in. And then breath. Yep, take your time. Take your time. Good. And reminder, if bringing the arm above is not in your best interest today, you just bring that arm across. Good. So our first kind of balance challenge today could be twist tying the feet and continuing with that. So what I mean by that, most of us have done this before, is taking one foot in front of the other. Okay. It may be helpful to stand by your chair because your hips are twisted. Our hips are used to being parallel, right? And it can also just be one foot in front of the other, right? It can be completely twisted or one foot in front of the other. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. Yeah. So twist. Yeah, exactly. And then reach up and then stretch. Good. And then take a nice deep breath in and come up. And then what I'm going to do is have yourself beside your chair because you're on the tilts. So then, yeah, just come back and now cross over. Yeah. You don't have to do long, it's just that way. Yeah. Is that okay? Okay. Also, maybe check. Okay. Do that today. And then exactly, so you're from an angle, you're going to just stretch and reach, same thing, and then you're going to the other side. Yeah. Everybody else. Yeah. So it's multiple. Good. Yeah. So when we move away, now I just switched my legs, not intentionally. When we move away from the chair, we don't have that thing to catch us. So we always need to be like a little bit mindful. We're gonna switch legs. I just switched legs because I didn't mean to. I just forgot which side I was doing and then realized it after I did it. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do that nice little stretch. Good. And then we're gonna take this to the other side. Good. Okay, we're gonna take the feet wide and then the toes out. Okay, again, ladies, you need to take a break or breather for whatever reason. Come down, sit down, come back and join us. Okay, toes out to the side. Yeah, good on the mat. Yeah. We're gonna take a nice deep breath in. We're gonna bend the knees and then breath out, straighten the knees, reach the arms up. You can follow it with your eyes. And then exhale down, inhale up. If I did the breath the other way around, it doesn't matter. Stick to one. Good, and we're gonna do one more. Oh, that's me. Okay, so we're gonna come down, we're gonna bring one arm down, and we're going to inhale, my foot's cut off, but that toe's pointing, so I'm lifting my heel, and then I'm bringing it down. We're gonna do the same side here. Nice deep breath in, and breath out. Good. Flatten that heel, good. And it doesn't even have to go that high. Wonderful, and one more, and then I'm gonna switch sides. If you've been alternating, that's okay, you just keep alternating. Good. So other side here, we're gonna inhale, should just be 4, and I've done this extra one for 4. Okay, for 3. Good. 2. Nice, and one more. And 1. Okay, bend the knees slightly, and then we're gonna stick out or push behind us, right? So we're like this, and stick this, and then we're gonna just balance and center ourselves with this, okay? We're gonna drop one shoulder down, so you're gonna put a little bit of weight there. Take a nice deep breath in, take a nice deep breath. Sorry, come back to center, exhale. So you're showing a little bit of attitude or a little bit of shoulder here. Inhale, come up. And exhale. Good, one more nice deep breath in, and breath out. Good. We're going to be moving the chair around a little bit. I'm going to just stretch out the back here. So take a break or breather. Actually, let's do this. Let's just come behind the chair. And then we're going to take your time because I realize maybe your chair wasn't as accessible as my chair there. You're going to come into the right angle here. Okay? Give yourself space. Actually, I have options of 2 chairs to use. Okay, and then we're gonna just stretch, and I'll do a little pulse, so that means I'm just moving this a little bit. So I think pulsing is just generally nicer for the body. Okay, and breathing. Wonderful, and then crisscrossing arms. Same thing, right? I'm gonna come back a little bit. I always want to make sure my hips and my knees and my wrists are lined up good, and I cross my arms. Beautiful. Good, and then I'm going to go to the other side. Nice. Yeah, good. Do you have enough space back there? I feel like you can. Yeah, that's okay. No. I know, I feel like you're settling. Good, awesome. Yeah, and then there you go. Distraction, we kind of get the middle of the back. Great job. Okay, we're gonna slowly come up, and then we're gonna turn ourselves to the back. There's a lot of left, right. Okay, remember onto the back of the chair. We're gonna do a little back bend here. Okay, we're gonna draw shoulder blades together. Actually, let's do a couple here. Shoulder blades together, shoulder blades to the left. Nice, yeah. Shoulder blades together, opening up that chest, that heart, shoulder blades to the left. Okay, one more, nice deep breath in and shoulder blades together. We're gonna look up if that feels okay. If it doesn't feel okay, we stop here. Okay, or bring our gaze back. Okay, and then maybe we look behind us and we tilt the head back slightly. Excellent. Take a nice deep breath in. Coming forward, soften the knees. Okay, so just coming up. Great. Okay, I'm gonna grab a quick sip of water. You can do the same, and we'll do some balance. We did some balance already, but we'll do some more balance. Yep, take a sit down break. All right, so behind our chair here, we're gonna just lift the heels and drop the hips. Okay, so Carol and Mary, you came on exercise. No, you didn't do anything wrong, don't worry. On Monday, we did the similar thing, right? An exercise that, yeah. So the difference is I prefer without shoes over shoes, right? So, but there's different challenges to both, right? Both of them, I would say, spread your toes nice and wide, and then we balance and we're like pretending we're wearing stilettos, right? In running shoes, I find it harder to push down your big toe, right? It tends to go flare out a little bit more. Baby toe, you guys want to try this after, you know, in your free time, put on some sneakers and then do the same thing and then notice the difference, right? It is a little bit different. Good. Add a little bit of a pause. Good. And bring it down. So we're working on strengthening this muscle right here. So also next time you want to wear stilettos. I don't think so. I'm done too. Yeah, they're pretty to look at, stilettos, right? No, okay. I have this one pair. Oh. People look so awkward, they're trying to walk. They do. Some people. Most people. And those that can walk in stilettos, I'm in awe. It's amazing. Yeah, it is. Must be some sort of class or something. Okay, so we're gonna lift up. We're gonna look forward. We're gonna hold this, and we're gonna bring our gaze up. Good. We're gonna bring our gaze back forward, and then we're going to drop our heels. Okay. Calf muscles are probably getting a little bit tired. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. They are. You can take a break. Okay. Lift the heels, lift the head. Good. Bring the gaze back forward, drop the heels. Okay. Stick with that version, or if you need to like freshen it up a little bit, lift the heels, look over to the side. Look over to the side. Wonderful. Bring your gaze forward, drop the heels. Good. Lift the heels, look over to the other side. Good. Come back and down. Good. One more on each side, then we take a little break. Yeah, so I'm feeling it. Okay, then don't hold it as long. Mary said her ankles are steaming. Screaming. If you're screaming, maybe you should stop. Yeah. Okay, good. Good. Well, not good that your ankles are screaming, but good. Okay. Yeah, for sure. We're working on strengthening. I'm gonna roll my foot. There was like all these like little things they say. They say like for strong knees, we need good strong ankle support. There's a fine line, right? You need to be able to walk there, right? But we're strengthening those ankles. Good. We're gonna take a nice deep breath in. We're gonna step 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and we're gonna bend into the front knee. Create space if there's no space behind you. Take a nice deep breath in, lift the heel. Exhale, drop the heel. Good. Doing that again. Nice deep breath in. And breath out. Okay, one more time. Nice deep breath in. And breath out. And we're going to hold and breathe. Wonderful. Switching legs. Give that a shake. Switching legs, my friends. You're doing fantastic. Bend into that front knee. We're going to inhale, lift the heel. Exhale, drop the heel. Good. And again, nice deep breath in. And good. One more time. Nice deep breath in. And breath. Okay. We have it in us for one more balance. One more balance. All right. This is what we're gonna do. Maybe, maybe not. So we can also do this. I'm going to show you how to practice the seated as well. We're just going to balance on one leg. Let's just say you had enough. You had enough. You don't want to do it standing anymore. You can do the exact same thing. You're going to put the weight into that foot and you're going to lift up. It's going to manifest differently, right? I feel this more. This is not easier. I feel this in my quad and my back. They're really talking to me when I do that, right? Okay, good. No takers. Okay. No. I moved too quickly. Okay. We'll do this very quick. Then we're standing for a bit. You're going to lift up. You can possibly take your hand on your chair. I want you to arch your foot, to ground the arch side of your foot a little bit more, right? You'll stay a bit longer, and then you're going to drop it down. You can stay longer. You can stay longer, right? So over time, it will get easier, and you can stay longer. as your leg starts to get stronger. Good. Okay, one more time, maybe a little tree, and then we're not done, but we're done with standing. Good. So we can do a tree, right? Tree can go here as well. Yeah, this is a little bit more advanced, so don't jump into it. Good. So here's the secret to this one, right? Our hips, first of all, need to be have good rotation. It's pushing the foot into the leg into the foot. Okay. Nice, and then I'm just going back and forth. No rushing. Okay, and then other side. Yeah. And this arm can 100% stay here. Good job. Okay, let's sit down. We earned it. Oh my goodness, did we ever? Did we ever? Come sit down. Okay, just take a few breaths. We're gonna work through some stretches, but I just want you to ground and center yourself. Water if you need it. And so we're gonna just take the knees wide, or you can stay here. You also have a choice where you can stay here. We're gonna do our wide leg from seated, forward fold. I'm just practicing hinging from the hips. We're gonna take our hands here. So let's make this more passive and ground and have our legs do the work and not our arms, okay? Take a nice deep breath in. We're gonna come down halfway, okay? So pause. You're gonna feel this in your glutes, your lower back, your hamstrings. It should feel good. You can bring your gaze down towards the floor. Take a nice deep breath in. Push the weight of your feet in towards the floor. We're gonna slowly come up. Okay, and pause. Okay, and again, nice deep breath in and breath out. Good, and pause. Good, inhale, rise up. Good, let's do a few of these. And we'll take one more. Okay, and then just pause here, and we're gonna just look over one shoulder. Okay, look over one shoulder, and then come back to center, and then look over the other shoulder. Okay, if you want to take this a little bit deeper, first of all, make sure you're firmly placed onto the chair. You can bring your hands down, but you don't need to, okay? This is like where we start to feel like a little bit of a frog. We're gonna drop the crown of head and we're gonna look in between the chair. Good. Noticing where we're feeling this in our body, right? Inside the hips, most likely. Good, and then just maybe walking the hands. So you can either keep your hands on the ground, or what I'm doing is I'm placing, so I'm going to my right side, my right hand is onto my leg, and then my left hand can actually reach the floor, yours may not, and then you can just bring it here. Good. Yeah, doesn't matter, either or. Good, take a nice deep breath in. We're gonna just walk over to the other side. Good, coming back to center here, slowly come up, and then we're gonna just maybe drop the knees just to counter them. Good, that was a pretty deep hip stretch. Okay, bringing this in, and we're going to just extend one leg and point and flex the foot. And then just drawing the circles, and I know it's hard to see from online, but do circles with the wrist, the ankle, and then I'm also doing it with the wrist, but that's what I'm trying to illustrate. Okay, bringing this down and then the toes flex towards you, right? Activate the stretch of the hamstring. This hand stays here for support. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. We're going to reach up. We're going to exhale. We're going to come forward. So we're going to flex the toes. We're going to reach forward. Yep, that's good. Yeah, same side. That's okay. And that's okay. So we're also, I always like to remind people we're exercising our brain and our physical body too, right? I didn't even notice you were doing the other side. So that's great. Great that you picked up on that. Good. Nice. And then we're going to slowly come up. Good. I'm going to do thread the needle. We still are going to do the other side. This is the one where we cross our ankle, right? So this is a gentler form. Gentle doesn't mean that there's something wrong with that for us, right? It just might be what our body needs today. Or we can bring the ankle, up here. Good. Flexing the toes. Good job. As long as that's not painful. That's good. Yes. So enough. Okay, good. So you might just even want to stay here, right? It's up to you. We sit up, and I find when I sit up, right, I start to feel it here, and you just come forward slightly. And I always point this out. Like a year ago, I was always like, come down, and you can totally do that. But I find just coming forward slightly is enough of a stretch for me to the hips. Good. Take a nice deep breath in, come up. Bring this down, give this a nice little wiggle. Good. Okay, so let's try the other side here. Oh, no, see, I already forgot. Extend that leg, point and flex the foot, and then just draw in circles. Move it in one direction and then the opposite direction. Good. Flexing the toes, take a nice deep breath in and reach forward. Okay, reach forward, stay there, reach forward, come down. Excellent. And then slowly coming up, crisscrossing ankle, one here. Good. Or up here. What we do on one side, we may not be able to do on the other, right? Good. Great. Yeah. And maybe just stay here, right? For everyone, I always find this is my tighter side, so I definitely kind of tread lightly with that. I sit up nice and tall, and then I come forward just slightly. Good. Nice, great job, ladies. Okay, and then breaking this down. Wonderful. Again, this a little shape. Good. So we'll come back to our upper body. We'll take one arm across. Good. Take one arm across. Nice stretch and look over. So we're stretching that upper back as well. Take a nice deep breath in. We're going to reach up. I know we've done quite a few sides, so just humor me. Good. And then bending the elbow and then grabbing holds. Good. And we're going to take the other side. We're going to take this across and stretch. Good. Don't hold the breath here. Relax the facial muscles. Good. And then reach up and take this across. Wonderful. Okay, come up and elbow. Nice. Okay. We haven't really done much of a twist here, so we're gonna just take one hand. Oh, that's a lie. We did this new thing with the hands, but do something different. We're gonna look over to one side. Okay. If you want, you can take this arm back, right? It's hiding behind the chair. We do this one frequently, and then bringing that back, and we also get that stretch through the chest to the inside of the arm. Take a nice deep breath in, come back to center, and then try our other side here. Great. Okay, coming back to center, we're going to do our head rolls and we are done. Okay, well, we're going to do our breath work and then we're done. But we're done with physical movement, so okay, so up and down and then chin to chest here. We'll roll one ear to one shoulder, and then we're going to roll. Good. And if it feels okay, we're gonna just slowly take the head back and around, okay? If not, stick with the half circles. Okay, so chin to chest, and then we're gonna go in the opposite direction. And then pausing to take chin to chest here, take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then looking forward and breath out. Good. Okay, so resting the back of the hands, we're gonna just take a few breaths here. So closing your eyes again, seeing if you can capture the mood and the energy to carry you through the rest of the day. Just take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Breathing into your diaphragm, opening the mouth softly, and just exhaling, releasing your practice so you can create space for the rest of the day. And we'll do that again. Nice deep breath in. And breath out. And one more time. Nice deep breath in. And breath out. Okay, so pausing here, thanking yourself for putting aside this time for many of you each and every Wednesday. I'm always grateful to have you show up and do some yoga, hang out, share some laughs. Have a wonderful rest of your day. So we're gonna just open your upper eyes, become aware of surroundings. Great job. Take a nice deep breath in. And then bringing the palms together. Good. So thank you so much, beautiful ladies, for joining me today. Have a wonderful rest of your week. I'll see you guys very soon. We'll bow to each other and say, have a great day. Or namaste. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm going to say goodbye to our online friends first. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining me. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.